Hello, everyone. This is Rose. Today's topic from the Book of Life is My Friend. What are your criteria in calling someone friend? Are your criteria too high of a requirement? Is there room for compromise in how you define friend? We use that word so loosely. What does it mean? Let's take a look at this short story from the Book of Life. The dictionary defines friend as one attached to another by affection or esteem, one that is not hostile, a favorite companion. Although this is how friend is defined in the dictionary, each person appears to have their own criteria in defining a friend. Let's take a look at how Patricia and Beverly define their friendship based on their relationship. Patricia and Beverly met through a mutual associate approximately 5 years ago. There was an instant connection between the two. The best way in describing their connection is that they both have like energy or kindred spirit. The ladies would hang out together in their spare time. They would talk to each other over the phone daily about life in general, concerning their kids, their spouses, and their jobs. Nothing appeared to be off limit in their conversations. Beverly confided in Patricia that she was having marital problems beyond repair. It was only her friend that she felt comfortable enough to go to and confide in. She did not confide in her family. She expressed how verbally abusive her husband was to her, as well as disrespectful by cheating on her in front of their kids. She further expressed that her husband would make her look like the bad person by telling their kids negative things about her. She tells Patricia each time one of the kids would ask their dad why he was kissing and holding hands with another woman, the dad reply was, "Because your mama doesn't want me to hold her hand or kiss her." Beverly kids' ages are 2, 6, 10, and 12. They are too young, much too young, to be hearing the negative things their father is saying about their mother. The kids were forced to listen to their dad tell them that their mother doesn't take care of her wifely duties and that she doesn't care about her marriage or their family. He tells his kids that their mother is the reason they are not together as a family. How horrible is that? The kids were hurt and confused. It did not go unnoticed by the kids that their father wasn't coming around much after he moved out the house. They could not understand why their mother was causing him to be absent from the home and not spending as much time with them. Because the mother did not take the proper time to communicate with her kids because she felt they was too young, it opened the door for the father to feed all this negativity into their little spirits. The kids kept begging their mom to do her wifely duties so that dad can come back home. Patricia was a big help to Beverly throughout the emotional roller coaster ride she was on with her husband. When Beverly's husband would try to publicly embarrass her, Patricia was right there stopping him dead in his tracks by defending her friend. Patricia had her friend back throughout this process. Patricia also had her friend back when others tried to horn in on the nasty rumors Beverly's husband was saying about her as to the reasons they are no longer together. Eventually, everyone learned the truth behind Beverly's husband's reasoning for spreading lies about her. He was covering up. He was covering up his infidelity and the child he was having outside his marriage with one of his side chicks. So he had got one of his side chicks pregnant. And his way of covering it up was to spread lies about his wives and poison the mind of his kids against his wife. Patricia was by Beverly's side throughout the entire divorce process. When Beverly's divorce was finalized, Patricia and her celebrated together. Patricia threw Beverly a freedom party with all her close friends in attendance. Beverly was so appreciative of her friend Patricia, she made sure to be just as present in her friend's life. She wanted to show her friend Patricia that she has her back just as much as Patricia had hers. 6 months after her divorce, Beverly's divorce, Beverly realized that Patricia and her husband appearance together wasn't seen much. She realized that things appeared to be different in Patricia's life. She knew the signs. After all, she went through it. She went through the signs with her ex-husband, so she knew the signs. But each time Beverly would ask her friend Patricia about her husband being a no-show or missing in action, Patricia would say it's because he is working out of town. Patricia was making excuses for her husband. Beverly trusts what her friend was saying, but she knew the signs. She wanted to be there for Patricia in the same way that Patricia was there for her. Beverly knew it was something more than him working out of town after a year of not seeing him. Beverly expressed to Patricia that she has her back and was here to support her. She tells Patricia, "You are not alone. I am here for you. Please allow me to help you." Patricia replied to Beverly by saying, "Of course, my friend. I know you are here, and I will definitely let you know if I need help." One day, Beverly goes over to Patricia's house unannounced. She just decided things have changed between us. We don't talk like we used to on the phone. We occasionally hang out, but not as much. Patricia is distant. She don't invite me over to her house anymore. So she decided enough is enough. She just went over to her friend Patricia's house unannounced. Patricia did not want to invite Beverly inside her house. She kept her outside talking to her at the door. But Beverly wasn't having it. Beverly pushed her way inside. Beverly noticed Patricia was sitting in the dark with no heat on when she entered into her house. She knew something was going on and she couldn't understand why her friend was not talking to her. So Beverly, she went into her purse because she had some money on her. She was on her way to the bank. But Beverly handed her friend $2,000. She felt her friend needed it and could use it. She handed her $2,000 without even saying anything to her or asking her was her heat and lights off. Then she kissed her friend on the cheek. After she kissed her on the cheek, she made her friend promise to call her if she needed anything. She told Patricia, please, let me be here for you the way you were for me. Call me if you need anything. Beverly couldn't understand why her friend wouldn't allow her to be there for her in the same manner that her friend was a support to her throughout her divorce. She got tired. Time was passing and her friend was still treating her ice cold. So after nearly a year later, Patricia acting strange and giving excuses because her husband wasn't around, Patricia came to a function. She comes to this function and she announced to all the ladies at the event that was being hosted by Beverly. She announced that she was divorced, and she was very jolly. Her spirit had changed. You could tell that pressure had lifted off of her, that she was past what she was going through, and now she's ready to get back out there and have some fun. And she made this announcement like it was the best thing that happened to her in her life, that she was divorced. Beverly was surprised and hurt at the same time that her best friend was announcing to everyone present she was divorced. Beverly couldn't believe that her friend did not share with her any marital problems she was having or the fact that she was going through a divorce prior to making the announcement with everyone. At that moment, Beverly realized Patricia did not allow her to be a supportive friend to her. She couldn't understand why. Beverly thought to herself, why wouldn't Patricia allow me to be there for her as a supported friend? Beverly began to question. She began to question the authenticity of their relationship, her and Patricia's relationship. She began to question it. Because of Patricia's nonchalant attitude with Beverly, Beverly decided to no longer question Patricia about their friendship. It has been over a year. Why should I, Beverly thought, keep trying to show her that I can be just as much of a supportive friend to you as you were to me? Why do I keep trying to show this to her? So Beverly decided that she was going to match energy by giving Patricia what she was receiving from her. She figured maybe give her what she received, what I received from her. Maybe that's what she wants from me. I don't know. So the only thing I can do is be cordial with her and match the energy. If Patricia distanced herself from Beverly, it was matched by Beverly. Beverly didn't go over there to her house making unannounced visits. She didn't call her and say, why we don't hang out anymore, why you don't call me as often. She just gave her what she received. She matched the energy. The weird thing is, Patricia realized, okay, she realized that Beverly had changed towards her, but was clueless that Beverly was matching her energy as to what she was giving. Patricia could not see that she had changed the criteria of their friendship, of her friendship to Beverly. Immediately after Beverly problems with her ex-husband was resolved through divorce, it was like she was there for Beverly. She had a different criteria when there was a need, a great need that Beverly needed her. She was going through something and Patricia was there. But the minute divorce was final, Patricia pulled back and she changed the criteria of her friendship to Beverly. Also, Patricia could see how she rejected Beverly's support. Patricia could not see. Patricia could not see how she rejected Beverly's support as a friend when the table turned and she was the only one having marital problems. So when Beverly was the only one having marital problems, she was a different type of person. But this time, she rejected Beverly support as a friend when she was having marital problems. Beverly could not talk to Patricia about the change, and she knew she couldn't. She knew she couldn't because Patricia was behaving like someone who did not want to show any vulnerability or hurt by keeping her marital problems to herself until the divorce was final. And this is what Beverly noticed. She saw this in Patricia. So she could not talk to Patricia about the change in their friendship and about her separating herself from her when she was going through her marital problems. Patricia would interrupt Beverly conversations on friendship. If Beverly even brought up friendship and was not even talking about them, Patricia would interrupt her because she wasn't sure where Beverly was going with the situation. So she would stop her dead in her tracks and get on another subject because she did not want Beverly to bring up, based on what Beverly perceived, she did not want Beverly to bring up anything about their friendship. Patricia believed Beverly was angry with her. She really believed Beverly was angry with her because she was friends with one of Beverly's ex-friends. So Patricia looked at Beverly different when Beverly started to match her energy. She looked at Beverly different and she blamed it on Beverly being angry with her because she is now friends with one of Beverly's ex-friends. Someone that Beverly used to be friends with, but she is no longer friends with. And now that Patricia is so close to this person and seem to be clingy with this person, she want to say that Beverly is angry with her and jealous of her. It's like she's trying to give justifications to her being changing and being the way she is towards Beverly now by putting it all on Beverly, by wanting Beverly to think that she's angry or she's jealous. That's gaslighting Beverly. To make Beverly think she's angry with her and jealous of her. Beverly could care less about Patricia being friends with one of her ex-friends. Beverly does not care. Now, the thing that Beverly do care about, Beverly will overhear the two of them talking about her whenever they all attend the same function or event. So they had mutual friends. So if Beverly and Patricia and then Beverly ex-friend, who is now Patricia's new friend, all was invited to the same function or event and they all attend, Beverly will stand back and hear Patricia talking about her to her ex-friend and aka Patricia's new friend. The topic of their conversation was always on how Beverly was not a good friend or a clingy person. That's what they would say about her. Beverly was so confused because she had no idea how they gotten to this point, her and Patricia. She do not know. She kept reliving her and Patricia friendship in her head, hoping to see if she did something wrong, if she said something wrong. She did not know. She was hoping by having a conversation with Patricia that she would enlighten her, but Patricia refused to speak on friendship. Patricia just pushed her away. Beverly was confused. So Beverly, she decided to just let it go, and let God. That was the best thing she can do because she was tired of beating her head up against a brick wall trying to figure it out. She realized it was beyond her understanding or her control. What do you all think? What do you think went wrong in Beverly and Patricia relationship? Do you think Patricia and Beverly individual criteria in reference to friendship is what caused the demise of their relationship? Or do you think Patricia changed when she started going through something and she did not want to be appearing to be the weak one in the friendship, the one who needed someone to support her and help her through something? Do you think she had an issue, a problem with that? And the reason, because she always saw Beverly as this strong individual, and here this strong individual, this person that she saw prior to Beverly having marital problems, she began to see her become vulnerable and weak and really needing her. So Patricia go and she give Beverly that support that she needed because it made her feel strong and superior over Beverly. Because Patricia finally see a weakness in Beverly. Do you think that may have been the case? And then now when the tables turn and Patricia is the one who's going through something, and now it's the one who's going to appear to look like she's weak or hurt or whatever and need her friend's support, she don't want to show that. Why do you think she kept her marital problem? Patricia kept her marital problems from Beverly and did not want her friend to give her the same support that she gave to her. Makes one wonder. Anyway, what do you think? Do you think each person has their own individual criteria in how they define friend? Click the thumbs up and the subscribe button. Be blessed and be safe. Peace, people. Remember to click that thumbs up and subscribe button.